Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Amnesia, the Dark says. I'm Kamchak Fisco, and come join me for how we can do a Let's Play of the series that's honestly long overdue. Let's do the memory first. In court, while the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other, while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a silent while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in the silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their father and grandfathers to found this great order. I have seen them take their father's places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. So even in his own dimension he didn't age. He had that knowledge and power, so he probably gave it to the love of his life, so maybe she is still alive. Not that he isn't a monster, but still. A group of channels Ware taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion and a seed of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Ware claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but now I am to part from him if my return might be denied. But how am I to part from him? Okay, that makes more sense. I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is the most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Ware told me to feed him a tonic from a paralyzer, Vitae and Tampton. The poisonous fungi will work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The Vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonizing human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tamper, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word in these letters looks wrong. I believe it's the property of secretion in the water-dwelling Karnak, the water monsters. I will have to address Ware with this as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a property prepared well should suffice to contain it. So, the creatures are from his dimension, or another dimension. They're not from Earth, which makes sense. Okay, choir, that's where we came from. Wait, is it where we came from? No, it's the new area. We need to go here. Such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Yeah, he was really drinking Alexander's Kool-Aid. Holy shit. Come on, open the door. There we go. After the men secured the prisoner, the ritual begins. So he's remembering what the potion allegedly made him forget. So yeah, that is not a very effective potion. It doesn't last.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to
want to kill somebody.
Paint the man.
This is clearly the past.
Cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
These people weren't criminals. He lied to you.
Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see.
God, we really were the same.
One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Lovely. We're clearly crazy.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
I was gonna say, did I keep the knife or was that whole thing a hallucination? And what's with the flower petal? I don't remember dudes just hanging in the hallway before. Alright, so we do want to go to the other door. I didn't know which way was forward. I got mixed up, and then, you know, body suddenly hanging from the ceiling was a little confusing. The nave. So we're in a different part of the nave, because it's an area we were in before. Wait, no, this is where we came from. Yeah, okay, this is where we came from. So we actually want to go to the choir. I was wrong. I have it backwards. Yeah, he's literally talking about slicing open human beings and being prideful in his work, akin to his father's trade craft. The man's clearly lost his fucking mind. The liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively, consumed every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest, morning sun with a sever end. He thought, that's one of the ones I speed read. Kiwi with the ulterior motives. That's a lot of red. Okay.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours. But now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service?
Yeah, by killing you.
It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Yeah, if it kills you, I'm okay with that.
Shimmering.
Let's be honest, you're kind of a shitty person because you're the one who knows all this horrible dark art shit. You kind of deserve to die like a horrible bitch, too. Clearly Daniel does, but you do too. Thought that was like a little mini gear on the ground. I don't really see the point in lighting this. I'm having a fairly good mental mapping of this.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
I remember this one just from back during the Saw days. I looked up different kind of torture things of the ones that weren't in the movies, and I remember this with it. That one is nasty. God, that's why I cringed when we came in. God. Got a piece of the orb. Yay. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with the intent of the rope secured around his legs, stretched and cracking the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. It's fucked. So this little weird area with all the plants down here is the torture chamber. Lovely. That's totally fucking normal. Okay, zombie boy. Well, that's cliff. Can I even get up on here? No. So I can't cross that way. Okay, I wasn't just a zombie. I actually heard a monster. It's fun. He's going that way. Oh no, he went that way. Either way, if we sneak around, we should be fine. Okay, we should be clear. Get off my screen. I know I'm losing my mind. Bugs, get off my face. Stop it. Stop it. This road would have been crossed over from the other side. Like I said, the more insane you go, the more ridiculous shit you see. Okay, so we only have limited stamina during certain sequences. Interesting. This should be the other side of the pit. Yes. Okay. Freaky little animals making chirping noises. Got some more oil. If I beat this game with more than 30 units of oil, I need help. That's hoarding it way too much. Tissue's quite soft, should be possible to break open. Poison gland. Betcha that's a ritual piece. So we got a piece of the orb and a ritual gland, which I didn't even know we needed. Trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl when he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch the skin and cook his flesh did he realize that it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument that was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. They roasted him alive. For not remembering a lot of this game, the second I see the torture devices, I distinctly remember what they're for, and it's disturbing. So we're gonna have to put something in and burn it. So did somebody swallow a key or a critical item or some shit? We gotta incinerate them for the item? Alright, so this is one we're gonna have to come back to, because we obviously don't have what we need. Yeah, because I would assume we want the poison gland. We don't want to roast it into something else. Okay, so this actually goes back to the weird, freaky, abyssal river in the middle. Crap, I gotta go around. Trying not to aggro Mr. Asshole roaming around, but still trying to maintain a brisk pace. I gotta go back to the middle to cross over to get to wherever the hell that is. Don't be over here. Don't be over here. I think we're okay. So this should be where I came from, yes? Choir entrance, yes. Alright, so we want to go over here because this is the only direction we didn't go. And hopefully there's something over here, otherwise we're here early and we're missing something first. Grab the... thank you. Nope, gotta go around the vines. Thought that looked like something else for a second. Nothing in the bones, just checking. This will be another torture room, won't it? Iron Maiden.
No, don't kill her.
This is just a cage. Spike. That's not like anything super fancy in comparison to the shit we've seen, is my point. It's still not good. Hi! Fuck you two. Okay, I can't grab, I can pick up the bone, but I can't put it in my pocket, so it's not an item. Piece number 2. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket has been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, he felt a trickle of blood down his leg. The pain in his head, in pain, his head he fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had been ruptured and begun to leak. I was wondering about that. You could go in there for some stupid reason. And that probably fucked up my health a little bit. So we got an ore piece, but that doesn't help with whatever the hell we got to roast over there, so clearly we're coming back at a later point. 2 of 6, a gland, and the device to roast something. They talked about fluids from the Karnak, the water monster. So apparently we gotta get our hands on that. We still have a Furious to go to, so it's not like we're remotely out. Okay. Back to the nave. They'd gone too far. The man was suffocating, could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. That's got to be the amnesia fluid. Okay, we got everything in there. Where was the divide that we didn't go the other direction? The other half of this.
Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go.
Okay.
If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge.
Okay.
Let me pass the gate, Daniel.
You.
Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via the scribes.
You're kind of chained up, dude.
You assemble the ore. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the ore, you won't be able to save me.
How do I save you? You're kind of chained up, dude. The group of the dying man wants you to make a specific tonic made to save him. Okay. I'm assuming that's what the poison gland is for? Because we don't have a recipe involving it yet. Okay. The only thing that would make sense to put on the rope would be the meat, because the poison gland is probably an ingredient. I doubt the meat is. Good guess. I'm guessing that's a Karnak. Something is pulling the rope. Yeah, Karnak's probably eating the meat. A bone covered in its saliva. That would be its fluids. And mucus. Yeah. So that was one of the ingredients. He said he needed. Shit. What were the other two he said? Tonic paralyzer, vitae, and Tampter. Poisonous fungi is the paralyzer. Vitae we need to extract from a human being. The Tampter is the fluid. Okay, so that's... We do have the recipe from Wire for Agrippa. We just now need to torture somebody and kill them for their essence. Lovely. Scepter, or Septorum, whatever the hell it said it was going. The new area. That's the word. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy it. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, come to the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.